Hello, and I hope that you all are well. My name is Kelly Tisdale Sloan, but you may call me Miss Kelly. I am an early Head Start educational coach at Educare of Washington, D.C. Now, as a parent, teacher, or caregiver, do you find it hard for your child to listen to rules or follow directions? Does he or she throw frequent tantrums or has aggression that can sometimes get out of control? Well, stay tuned because today we are talking about challenging moments in young children. Now, it is absolutely normal for children to have challenging moments and even throw tantrums and not listen on occasion. But as they develop, we want children to use strategies learned from adults to where they can manage feelings and label those feelings. Here are some ways that we can label feelings with children. Label emotions in the moment to help children understand.
You look really sad. We can't go to the park because of the storm. It's okay to be sad. Let's play some music to help you feel better.
We can read books with new feeling vocabulary. Today, I am lonely. I feel so small. My auntie's away. I wish that she'd call. Have you ever felt lonely before? Use pictures to label and identify emotions. Do you know what feeling this is? What is it?
Silly.
Oh, have you ever felt silly?
Yes.
You look like you feel silly now. Do an activity like using magazines to make a face collage.
This one is proud, this one is excited, and this one is angry.
Wow. Now, to help children manage their feelings, we can model positive reactions to our own stress. I'm frustrated. This traffic is going to make us late. If I take some deep breaths, it'll help me stay calm. Identify triggers and validate their feelings.
I see that you're afraid to go to the doctor. It's okay to be afraid. I'm going to be right here and hold your hand.
Talk about the difference between their feelings and their behavior.
You are very angry, and it's okay to be angry, but it is not okay to hit because it hurts people and it is not safe. What can we do next time when we feel angry?
Create and teach coping skills. Creating coping skills can include counting down, taking a break, creating a calm down box with your child's favorite activities, and breathing exercises. Now, let's take a moment to hear from our friends at the Institute of African American Mindfulness to show us some breathing exercises that we can do.
Hello, my name is Travis Spencer.
And I'm Camilla Crawley, and we are the Institute of African American Mindfulness. Today, we're going to share with you 2 mindfulness practices that can be used with adults as well as children. The first practice is going to be a deep belly breathing practice, and the second will be a mindfulness practice that focuses on the breath.
Awesome, let's get started.
All right, so the first exercise that we're going to do is a deep belly breathing practice. And so with this practice, it's really good for calming, whether you're an adult or a child. When we think about deep belly breathing, I love to think about a baby. And if you watch a baby breathing, when they inhale, their belly goes out and away from their body. And when they exhale, their belly comes in towards the body. So that's exactly how we're going to do this deep belly breathing exercise. When you're doing this with a child, the very first thing that you want to do is you want to come down to eye level with the child. Then you want to acknowledge whatever emotions or feelings are present. So maybe the child might be, upset in that moment, or maybe the child might be really sad in that moment. And so with that first step, you might want to just ask the child to take their hand and first place it on their belly. And then the next step would be to ask them to try to breathe in as deep as they can. And then ask the child to breathe out. Then you want to instruct the child to start to pay attention to when they're breathing in and out. And you can continue that practice, for 3 to 5 rounds, whatever feels right. And once you have done the practice with the child, then you just want to check in at the end of it and ask how they're feeling. So how do you feel now?
All right, so we're about to do a mindfulness of breath practice. And this practice is very helpful when you're supporting a child who may be in crisis. Inviting you first to notice where you are. If you're feeling frustration, if you're in a place where you need to take a couple of breaths before you support the child, inviting you to breathe in through the nose, inhaling, and then exhaling. Noticing if you're feeling emotions arising in yourself, noticing where those emotions are showing up, and breathe into those places in the body where the emotions are showing up. So for example, if the emotions are showing up in your chest, maybe you're feeling a little tightness in the chest, as you breathe in, notice the breath, and as you breathe out, allow the chest to relax. As you breathe in, noticing the breath, breathing out, maybe allowing your hands to relax. Breathing in again, noticing the breath, and breathing out and allowing the shoulders to relax. And now you're in a place where you can better support the child.
So both of those practices, like we said, can be used with adults and children. Mm-hmm. And we really focused on challenging moments. But what about outside of those challenging moments, just in everyday life?
I think it's very important to incorporate these practices into everyday life so that when the child is in a crisis or when you're in a crisis, you can easily pull this out of your toolbox and use it to support you.
Now that we've discussed on how to help children with challenging moments and big feelings, I hope that you are able to use these tools and tips to develop children's social emotional growth. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for all that you do. See you next time.
This video was created with support from Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration and the Children's National Early Childhood Mental Health Awareness Training Grant.